Think starting an AI automation agency is too daunting? I'm betting my next 6 months on this 3-phase roadmap, and you can watch me do it in real time. There are several different options you have when it comes to choosing how to model your AI business. There's going to be opportunity in any one you choose, but the key focus for this channel is a sustainable and scalable model that could put us in a position to get the most out of the time we invest. The ideal situation that we're looking for is a solid product or solution that is both highly valuable and easy to automate. I want this solution to be in a niche area that is mostly untapped, and it needs to be recyclable. So like a diagnosis program you can offer to different hospitals. In other words, this specific business in this particular industry has this very unique problem that can be solved with this simple AI solution. But before I get too ahead of myself, there's a few things that we have to do before we get to that stage. I'm going to explain my current business plan using 3 phases: the learning phase, the application phase, and the monetization phase. You can't sell what you don't have. I don't have enough knowledge about revolutionary AI software products or where they can really make a noticeable difference when it comes to improving workflow, which is the ultimate goal, right? The goal is to show that you can provide a service that'll benefit any business by delivering on one or more of these 4 key value propositions: higher efficiency, lower cost, reduced human error, or improved morale. How I plan on targeting these value propositions involves learning 8 skills that'll help me become an AI generalist, as well as exploring 5 different agency models that are niche specific by solution type. The 8 skills that I'm going to be learning include AI assisted app development, AI agent development, AI workflow automation, prompt engineering, API integration, AI content creation, AI enhanced editing, and lastly, AI enhanced writing. I don't really have an order for learning these, so I'll probably just choose based off of whichever ones stand out to me at the time. It's with these skills that I'm hoping to get the full experience out of the 5 different agency models that are niched by solution type. Exploring these 5 different areas of interest is a major component of this business plan. There are other ways you can specialize your business and niche down further, but I'm focusing on these 5 in the beginning because they all focus on the specific type of solution we want to offer. You can be an automation specialist using platforms like Airtable and Make.com. You can be a voice agent specialist, a chatbot specialist, or you can work with text-based agents. And then I also heard about this thing called the Zapier ecosystem from Leah Motley's channel, which combines elements from multiple different solution types. If you haven't checked out his channel, I highly recommend doing so. But that also sounds very interesting to me. So that was the 5th solution type that I am going to be looking into. I can see this phase taking me around 3 to 5 months to accomplish, depending on how long it takes me to understand the information. After I feel like I have a good grasp of the concepts that I've learned, I'll be ready to move on to the next phase. Now, here's where things get interesting. The application phase comes after I've been exposed to all the different agency model types. By that time, I should be informed well enough to start looking for areas where I can provide the most value. This is where I'll be able to play around with all the new skills I've learned and explore different industry-specific problems that business owners are facing. This is also where I will be gaining experience and credibility through trial and error. Sharing my projects here on YouTube should help with discovering what the market is interested in, what's working and what's not. I would also like to be providing free services to people at this point as practice for the next phase. Feeling confident in this phase is crucial. I don't want to move on from here until I'm comfortable closing deals and showcasing my product. Therefore, I'm going to guess this will take me about 4 to 6 months, which brings me to the monetization phase. Look, if I make it this far without running into any problems, I might have to visit my family in Vegas because I'm gonna be feeling real lucky. But in all seriousness, this is the phase where we actually start trying to make a profit from the products that we offer. But here's the thing though, people won't wanna buy anything you're selling unless you have a track record of happy customers. That means testimonials, real world applications with proven statistics, and the ability to convey to business owners how AI can help their business. That's why I plan on offering my first products for free. I'm sure that'll be a whole journey in of itself, but we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. For this one, I'm going to give myself a year or two before I'm ready to build from there. That's the end of my business plan as of right now, but there's still more to accomplish after those 3 phases have taken place. I still need to have things in place for the scaling part of this whole operation. That means finding a team, specializing further, building a brand, making a portfolio. There's other things that we need to do, but I think these 3 phases will get us going in the right direction. That being said, we have to crawl before we can walk, right? So that means that this is the beginning of the learning phase. The skill that I'm starting out with is AI workflow automation because I have the most experience in that area. This will be exploring the automation specialist solution type. I will be looking at tools like Make.com and Airtable. I don't want to make this too long, so I'm not going to go over everything in this video, but I did want to introduce the first tool that we'll be exploring, which is Make.com. Like I said before, this is the area that I have the most experience in, so I'm already a bit ahead of the information that I'm going to be covering, but I'll be sure to let you know when you've all caught up to me. But let me show you the Make.com dashboard and what we'll be working with. So when you first open it up, this is what you should see. So if you don't have an account, you can just create an account right here. I already have an account, so I'm just going to log in. And yeah. All right, so when you log in, this should be what you see. You'll see dashboard, active scenarios, recommended for you. You also see this side tab here with a whole bunch of fun things to get into. But what we're gonna look at right now, I don't really want to show you too much on here because it's not really gonna make a lot of sense until you have actually gone through what we're going to cover in this channel actually. But it's really honestly very straightforward. If you watched my first video, you might have seen me playing around with, you know, this page, which is where you can add apps, and you can search apps, and you know, if you're looking for a particular app and you don't want to just scroll, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but this is the scroll wheel right here. I mean, the scroll bar, I don't know what it's called, but there's so many apps on here. I don't even know all of the apps on here, I'm not gonna lie. But we're not really gonna talk about this stuff at the moment because, like I said, it's not gonna make any sense. I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anything on this page that you might want to know. I'm gonna go to organization. I'm gonna pull down this dashboard so you can just see this area because you're probably gonna be pretty curious about this. Just so I'm very clear and you understand what you'll have to do if you go down this road. You do have a certain amount of what are called operations that that you can have a month, and basically you use operations depending on how often you use this website. But at the beginning, you have 1,000 operations, and that's plenty, like more than necessary. Trust me, like I've been going through these, and they show you how to actually conserve operations in the courses that I'm going to cover. So it's fine, but you can also upgrade if you're like, once you get a better hang of it, and you like actually start going, like you can literally have 10,000, 120,000 operations, like, and it's barely anything. Like, and I'm telling you, if you're on this level using 10,000 operations, then you're gonna be like a professional in this. I promise. But I'm gonna pull up the other thing we're gonna be covering. Actually, just gonna make this full screen. So this is the website that I was talking about with the courses. Basically, this is a free academy, as you can see, that literally teaches you how to use everything in the website. And it's very thorough, I will tell you, but it's also really straightforward and easy to understand, and also like very interactive. You're not gonna be bored learning this stuff, because it's really actually really interesting. So I'm just gonna tell you, this is all of the different courses, right? This is from beginning to end: foundation, basics, intermediate, advanced. Foundations is the beginning. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Basics, also another 5 courses. Intermediate, another 6 courses. Advanced has another 6 courses. We are going to start right here, setting up my first scenario. And that's literally going to take us through the dashboard, the operations usage, the payment plans, everything. I'm telling you, it's very thorough. So anyways, yeah, we're going to be starting here. It's setting up my first scenario. It says estimated hour and a half, but it's not going to take that long. 7 lessons, and there's a description you can read if you want. But I mean, we're going to be going over it, so it doesn't really matter. Anyways, that's pretty much it, I think. I don't really have anything else. Just make sure if you're following along with this journey, which, it'd be kind of crazy if you just started watching and then like just immediately was like, yeah, I'm gonna start doing that too. But hey, I don't blame you. This is some next level stuff that we're getting into, honestly. Like, there's plenty of people talking about this, but I don't think there's enough people talking about this stuff. So here we are. Next video, we're starting this course, and we are going to get into the very beginning of our journey on Make.com. But that pretty much wraps it up from this website. There's going to be plenty more to go over as we become proficient in this website, but that's going to be it for today's video. I hope this has given you a better understanding of my business plan and the direction I plan on going with this channel. In the next video, I'll be diving deeper into Make.com and showing you exactly how I'm building my first automation project. So if you found any of this interesting, please feel free to drop a like, comment your thoughts, and make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next phase. That's about it for me. Hope to see you in the next one.